September 2015, live from...
Hundreds of celebrities have been tweeting their tributes to the author Jackie Collins, who died from breast cancer at the weekend. Ross King is in Los Angeles. Good morning, Ross. I know that you knew her personally. It's such sad news, and she kept this news about her illness largely to herself, didn't she?
Very much so, yeah. Just members of the family knew. One of the reasons that she gave just last week in an interview was that she didn't want to be a burden to anyone, and we just didn't know at all. Unbelievably shocking and such sad news. Her sister Joan, I think, summed it up beautifully by saying, "Farewell to my beautiful, brave baby sister. I will love you and miss you forever. Rest in peace." A beautiful lady who really will be missed here. Jackie was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer more than 6 years ago, but kept it mainly to herself. She flew to Britain just 2 weeks ago to confide in her sister Joan and decided to go public last week in an interview yet to be published with a US magazine.
She told her 3 daughters, and she said, "You know what? I don't want to be defined by this diagnosis. I don't want to evoke anyone's sympathy, or frankly, I don't want to burden anyone."
Jackie's writing career spanned 4 decades. Her raunchy novels have sold more than 500 million copies in 40 countries. Jackie was made an OBE in 2013 for her services to fiction and charity.
She had a great presence in Hollywood and in the book world, and she'll be missed. I'll miss her.
She worked right up until the end. Just 11 days ago, she was still promoting her latest book and what will now be her last British TV appearance on ITV's Loose Women. Jackie Collins leaves behind her family, her greatest love. Ross King, Good Morning Britain, Los Angeles.
Remembering Jackie Collins, I'm not looking at anyone in particular, but Ranveer did earlier admit, as a teenager,
this is how my untidiness rumour
on a regular basis.
It's not a rumour, that's the truth.
Oh, but hang on, I was trying to defend you. And
Go on, no what?
Somebody says something one time and then it just becomes fact. You are now officially a liar.
That's true. And a lot of you out there are worried, actually, about this news about teenagers lying, because Kate, another Kate, has got in touch on Twitter to say, oh, no, I've got 3 teenagers, so she's probably not getting a word of truth in her house at all this morning. So good luck to you with lots of teenagers out there.
What kind of lies are we talking about? Is it like, oh, I was in the cab on my way home already, or I'm on my way home, when they're not really?
My favourite one used to be, oh no, my friend's sister's going to look after us. We'll all be together.
We'll have a babysitter.
Yeah. Never happened. Right, still ahead on Good Morning Britain. We are remembering the quite fabulous Jackie Collins this morning. Ross King shares his personal memories of the best-selling author.
Yes, you're right, Ranveer. Quite fabulous is a great way to describe Jackie. She would love that. Beautiful inside and out. I'll share some memories, some thoughts as we look back on the wonderful life of Jackie Collins.
Now let's get the news, travel and weather, wherever you are this morning. Death has been sort of marked and celebrated because certainly her personality has been celebrated, because I think everyone's been so shocked to hear the news over the weekend, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah, she was 77 years old. She'd been battling breast cancer for more than 6 years, as Ranveer said.
Kept it a secret from most people that she cared about. She didn't want to burden them. Ross King, our very own Ross King, counted Jackie as one of his closest friends. And Ross, you invited her to your wedding. She came. How did she seem?
She was great. She was just the Jackie that we all know and love. And, you know, you hear people saying, you know, how much Jackie was liked. You know, she wasn't just liked, she was absolutely loved. Loved by the public, loved by celebrities. She was amazing at my wedding. She looked just like Jackie always did. She just looked so great. She was so glamorous. As I've said before, a beautiful woman inside and out. And it was really only in the past few days, and she'd sent me a photograph of herself, and I just thought she looked just a little bit thin. And now, of course, that was one of her last appearances ever on ITV's Loose Women. But, you know, in true Jackie fashion, you know, she was talking about her life and no regrets at all, saying, you know, she did it like Frank Sinatra. She did it her way. She's a woman that I absolutely loved. I'm going to miss her. Always beautiful, always bright, immaculate, and with the most wicked sense of humour.
A virgin Jackie Collins. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Anyway.
A trip to Jackie's Beverly Hills house was always one of my favourite experiences.
That must be Ross coming to me door.
She called LA home, but she was British through and through.
I'm allowed to take 3 people to the palace. So I'm going to take one of my daughters who lives in London and her 2 children. It's just a great honor to have that bestowed upon me.
And she never let the bright lights of Tinseltown distract her from what she did best.
I really don't like going out in Hollywood anymore. I want to be in my house writing. That's all I really love to do.
Jackie was there when I took to writing, a bit like getting a gold star from your favourite teacher. And even last month, Jackie was front and centre to help Brianna and I celebrate our wedding. A trailblazing writer, her books will live on, but I'll miss the woman who was everything you wanted her to be and more.
You take life as it comes, you know. Every day is an adventure. That's the whole secret. Every day is different.
One thing about Jackie was she was absolute class, and she was also old school, but she was also so on top of things. If there was something new, there was Twitter, there was Periscope, she was completely on top of all that. But as I said, from the old school point of view, when I moved out here to Los Angeles and was working for local TV station out here, KTLA, I'd known Jackie a little bit in the UK, not as well as I got to know her, thankfully. And one of the first people ever to write me a letter, a little handwritten note when I was at KTLA, welcome me to America, from Jackie. So, great woman.
Oh, Ross. I can feel it there.
Yeah,
I can feel it from
how
you.
sad it
yeah,
is.
Bless you. She was an incredibly friendly woman, given all her success. She could have
Very,
had all the
very
airs and graces,
warm.
couldn't she? But she was always very, very warm to everybody. Yeah,
She was.
great person.
It was. Thanks for talking to us, Rob.
Yes.
Now, coming up this morning.
Hi, Mummy. It's me. You just do what doctors say so you can get better and you can wake up soon. I love you, Mummy.
Do you know, after more than 2 weeks in a coma, it was that heartbreaking recording of her son's voice that helped Mum Danielle wake up from the coma. Hear their incredible story after 7:30.
And when she's not moving Cheryl to tears, she's busy fundraising and saving lives. X Factor sensation and hero mum Cheryl Hamilton Shaw will be with us before 8.